Hello, and welcome back to another Rise of Empires Ice and Fire video with me, Mr. Gill. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for all of your previous likes, views, subscriptions, and all of that jazz. Really appreciate it, guys. Keep up the good work. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a rough overview of the Garrison Base. Okay, so we're still talking about Reign of Chaos here. The Garrison Base is a building that is available to your alliance from Season 3 onwards. Okay, so Season 3 and Season 4, you have this Garrison Base available. What is the Garrison Base? Think of it like a mini Alliance Center. Okay, so this is our Alliance Center here, and this is a mini one over here. It is basically meant as a defensive army structure. So, how do you use it and what do you do with it? Well, basically, to use your Garrison Base, you must have an Overseer in your Alliance. Let's have a look over here. Your Overseer is in charge of placing people in charge of the garrison bases. So every garrison base has a commander, and we can come in here and have a look. The commander or the coalition leader here is World of Fire, and if we come over here, the coalition leader of this garrison base should be Minawez. Oh no, Forpe. Okay, they must have changed that up. I didn't know why. And they are the leaders. They build the building, they can destroy the building and move it around, and they can then also control any of the legions that are placed within that building. So the idea is that basically your non-active players, or maybe you've got some farms, are going to send their legions here. Okay, so we could join right now. I could send this guy here, and that person would then be under the control of the garrison or coalition leader. Okay, and that then leader could then make a legion or a troop, a group basically. I can't see it because I'm not part of the garrison leader, and they could then send out that group of legions as one singular army. Think of it like a self-controlled rally, if you would, as one singular army to defend or take tiles. So they could send that out and take this tile and take this tile and take this tile, which sounds relatively good. But it's not. Effectively, guys, what this is just slow. You know, because you're going to have very high, varying levels of, you know, people's speed and, you know, what troops and all that kind of stuff they're using. You're also going to have somebody who's in the war, but then they're also coming back into this all the time and checking this and doing all that kind of jazz. So, as a kind of thing, I think they're pretty bloody useless. What I do like them for is that they have 5,000 in defense or durability, so as a kind of block, I think they're quite nice. Personally, and I've not really been involved in the setup of the defense here, personally I would probably set these babies out here if I could, so that they were more of a block out there. I worry that in here, if they get destroyed, that is a 9 square, so a 3x3 area that is then available to for the enemies to take. Last season, in Season 3, we used them as a defense, and they worked quite well, so people had to get through them. So that's kind of what we'll probably use them again this season here. Other than that, I don't really think they're great. As I said, last season we only purely used them as defense. We didn't use them in any way as a marching legion or to put legions in. I think it's far better if you've got spare legions, that they should be in your alliance center, or defending some of these buildings here. Having even a small legion, you know, in some of these structures can be incredibly beneficial, even if it just saves you the 5 minutes while you scramble to defend it yourself with your higher level troops, etc. But even your smaller alliance members can put their guys in this, and that's what I would kind of rather do, and that's what we kind of suggest, is when a war starts, if you're not going to be fighting it, anybody who's not fighting should send their legions and garrison your inner ring, and oh, I'm sorry, that's so rude. They should garrison the inner structures around here, and then that's how it should be done. If you didn't get that, don't worry about it. If you did get that, I apologize. Right. That's what I think about garrison bases. Any questions down below? Any other tips? I know that some people have suggested they can be used to place in enemy states, and that way you can build tiles from them. I've not seen this, and I've not tried this. I will do this next week, and so we might come back with a Garrison Base 2 video, or it'll probably be a Reign of Chaos Tactics video. But in general, use them as a defensive structure. and experiment. Maybe it is for your alliance. It actually works as somebody can control and send out a mass legion to take tiles or defend to certain areas. But in the way that we fight, it doesn't seem to work that well, and it's not that useful. So that's Garrison Bases. Thank you so much for watching. Any questions down below? Any suggestions, anything, if you use them a lot in your alliance, let me know how you use them, and because maybe I'm wrong, as usual. But otherwise, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.